This is Hidden Killers Live with Tony Bruschi, Stacey Cole, and Todd Michaels.
Let's take a look at the other interrogation video that's been released. This was released a few weeks ago. We haven't really gone through it much, but let's take a look at this.
First and foremost, if you can just take a deep breath for me.
Interview, I should say, not interrogation, okay. Where somebody
all I'm going to do is try and get an idea of what you party, what you saw, and any timeline, any information that you can give us so that we can try and figure out what happened, okay? So just take a deep breath for me. I know this isn't going to be easy, just one thing will go from there, okay? How do you feel then? What's your first year? What's your little one show? Okay, then you know the lesson. And your date of birth?
2003.
And you live there at 1122 King Road?
Yeah.
I look for another thing. And what state you're in? Then?
You got my son.
Do you have your phone number too? So what we're going to be doing is taking people's phones for a little while. I'm going to turn in. And so we do this. I don't know if you call it, you want to make any full pulse or anything like that. What we do in an investigation like this is we try to collect as much information as we can. Okay. Anything that might be small, you may not think is important for us to find out what happened, but is very crucial. So taking something off your phone might be extremely useful for us, even if it's something that you don't realize. Okay. And we're trying to get that phone back to you as fast as we can. Okay. Is that okay with you? Okay. So, is this your phone again?
Yeah, I tried to tell my mom.
That's fine. You can switch your phone. And then what I'm going to need is your passcode. So for here, we tune it to this. We can even turn off your passcode, okay?
How do you take it?
Oh. We did that? And fiddle around because it's this one. You can just communicate something with your passcode.
I just don't know my
okay. What is your bank code? Okay. And what type of...
Carrie,
speaker. Speaking.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so she's far more emotional than
many social media and Facebook.
It shows just how different people react to things and trauma.
Any other social media types of those big ones?
Yeah. You know?
So we're going to try to go back and try to get a little bit of the timeline, okay? So what did you guys do last night? Mostly, were you, if you were by yourself and not with the group?
Ethan was in the house, so it was Anna.
So you were with
one of them is my roommates, and one of them is her boyfriend.
Okay. So you're with Ethan
and Xana.
Xanon? Mm-hmm. And spell that for me?
X-A-N-Y. N-A-N-A, sorry.
X-A-N-A. Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to... Sometimes it helps me put names too. So you were with Ethan and Xana last night?
Yeah.
Well, do you know Ethan's last name?
Cuban. I don't know how to spell it.
Yes, sir. And Nana's last name?
Finettle.
Do you spell it?
I think it's K-E-R. And... Oh... Maybe another guy, T. Fleeting or something like that.
Okay. Okay, so you're with them. What time did you guys have to signify something?
Around 8 something. 8:30.
So 8:30 p.m.?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. And prior to that, were you guys just at your house? You can see you left from your house.
Ethan was that formal because he met with Kristen. She had a date, and we were just hanging out at her house. And then he came over, and we all walked over together.
Okay, so that was you, Ethan, Xana. Was there another person out here? Or just the three of you that went over?
Walked over with us.
Okay. And
Logan.
Logan? Was it Naked?
Her name is Madison, though, I believe.
Okay. So you guys all walked over to. You were about 8:30. Oh, were you all pretty much together, or just kind of mingling throughout the house next to you?
We were all pretty much together, and then Maddie left to go to the club with Kimberly. And then I was like, we didn't Santa most of the night, but then one of my friends came. And I hung out with her the rest of the night.
Okay. And who was that?
Yes.
Case telephone? Okay. And his last name?
I don't know how to pronounce it. And no, that name is Victor on that.
Okay, that's fine. You have a phone number for her?
Yeah.
Mike's on your phone? Okay. He's in good band. Okay, so you were with, and at that point, Ethan and Madeline were just kind of hanging out still at the house? Okay.
And then I went to our other friend's house.
Okay. What time was that at?
I don't know. You guess 12-ish. I think like that to be wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. And where's that house?
It's just like up the street. Yeah, I mean,
Up the street from.
the same guy,
Okay.
kind of.
So you guys are similar, so you're walking back towards.
We're walking back from the house, and then we go this way.
So like when back to Tabor Street, you went off. So if you walked all the way from Sigma Names,
First,
Signal Pass, sorry.
yeah. You know the apartments, the whites.
Yep, right on the whites.
It's like that straight that way.
So on Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Do you know roughly where on T? Or does she live in one of the other cross streets?
It's on Taylor, but it's like one of that any house with by the ears. I don't know. How do we know like it?
Fine. Okay. And whose house is it if you want to?
It's. And I don't know if they're ever remain.
And. Okay. So you're at this house. How long were you here?
And then, like 40 minutes. But I left by myself. That's my house.
So you walked on maybe around 1-ish?
Yes.
Okay. What did you see when you got home?
We're sitting at the house watching Vampire Diaries. And no one else was home yet.
And is it an eliminate or?
She's a bathroom.
Oh, okay. And
she's on the downstairs.
yeah, that's fine. And does live with you guys too, or just visit?
She's the friend.
Okay.
And then she left.
What, do you know what time she left out? But you're all watching. Okay. And anything happened during that time period?
Just hanging out.
Okay. I know who else was in the house at that time?
No worry.
No one? Just the three of you? Okay. So, what? Let's go a little bit more than what happened to you?
I came back for the club. Left.
Daddy and him?
Carrie.
Kaylee? Okay. And they got home from the club. You know what time that might have been?
I think I told one of the cops that was talking to me at the house, like, better times.
It's okay.
I don't really remember right now. Maybe like
Okay.
2 something or
So if you got home around 1, that would have put them in.
like 1:45. Something like that.
So near Barbary? Like you had your best?
Weird.
Like near Barbary? That's Bar's normally close at 2 o'clock here.
Oh, yeah. They went to Brock Truck after, so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. What did you do after that, after Maddie and Kaylee got home?
We all hung out in Kimmy's when we were little. In the past, and then Maddie and I took Mercy out and the dog. And then I said I was going to go to bed. I was tired. And she said she'd go to bed too. And I went to my room, was to eat, going to sleep. And she came nodding out if I had Murphy, and I said no. And then I went to bed.
Okay. So what time did you think you took Murphy out?
I'm like 3 to 50.
2:30 to 10?
7.
Okay. And where do you normally take Murphy to go to the bathroom?
Just the back door. In the kitchen.
So which one is 1122? So if I'm coming up King Road off the Taylor.
It's the big white house on
On the way to the very top on the right?
Oh, well, it's technically all clean, but that's really cheap.
Okay. So with the one that was tucked back, if you're going up to 500 Clean Road, those big apartments, and then coming back just a little bit. Okay. So you normally go out the back deck then?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of end up with Chester then. Okay. So you go there. You and Maddie take the dog out. And then how long did you get that to?
I was out there for maybe like 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay. So then you both come back in. So you and Maddie both come back in.
Before she did.
Okay. Did Maddie still have the dog then?
Yes, I believe so.
So you went out for a little bit, came back in. Do you know what time Maddie came back in? And you went straight to bed when you came back in? Okay. How long after you, when you went to bed, do you think Maddie came back?
Actually, I came in, grabbed some chips, went to my room, and watched the show for a little, and then I restarted.
What were you watching?
Called Big Daddy.
Okay. How long do you think you watched it?
Maybe like 30 minutes.
So one episode maybe?
Yeah. Maybe like a half.
Okay. And did Maddie come in during that show or after?
She just knocked on my door, I think, during your last. I like Ripley.
We should know. Anything. Then what happened after that?
I just went to bed. And then I woke up and I was like half asleep already. Thought I held like a firework or something. It could just sparkle and come to my door. And I thought I heard like something kind of fall. I thought I heard moving bark, and I thought people were just breaking. Like food, like, and the head was here or something, and not something over, because he's usually loud in the kitchen next thing.
Okay. So what do you mean by you heard a firework?
It sounded like a whole firework, and then there was like a spark. And he went by mine, like, I'm on the bottom floor of it.
Okay.
So it kind of looked like it came down there, but I don't know.
And you said, is Murphy your dog?
Kaylee's dog.
Kaylee's dog?
Kaylee and her ex-boyfriend's dog.
Okay. So you heard Murphy bark right after you heard what you thought was a firecracker?
Yeah, something like that, right? I don't know, dogs start saying random things. Sometimes when he's being pumpered.
Okay. It didn't sound like an angry growl when you went down, just a bark?
I don't really know. I was like half asleep.
Okay.
You should have went for it.
So, hear the fireworks, kind of see a spark underneath the door, Murphy barks. What do you hear after that?
Pretty much nothing.
Nothing after the door? Okay. And you thought maybe something was just in the kitchen at that point?
Yeah, just like someone accidentally fell into the table or something.
Okay.
I think she was like with one thing.
Do you know about what time that might have been? Do you have any idea?
4 or something. I tried to call all of them. I'm like 4:20ish. Around that time, you know, I was incident and thought they just went to bed or something.
Okay. And what happened after that?
And called me, and she said she thinks she saw someone. And I didn't know, like, really what to think of it, because sometimes we think we hear things a lot in the house, but it's usually just Ethan walking around. But she came, I told her to come to my room, and she's like, up to me, and you locked the door, just stand there, just in case there was anything, and that's all I knew. We went myself back to sleep.
You didn't hear anything else, Fuku? No one else talking?
What person?
Okay. Did make it to your room then? Mm-hmm. Okay. What time do you think she got in your room?
Around 4:20, 4:30.
Okay, about the same time.
Yeah.
Where's her room located to yours?
I'm the only one on the bottom floor, right by the front door.
Okay.
And then you go up the stairs. Xana's room, and his room, the kitchen, and then upstairs is Matt and King's.
Okay. And where's the room?
Right by the kitchen.
Right by the kitchen. Okay. And did she say anything to you when she got into the room?
She said she thought she saw me in, but I didn't know what to think. I was like, still half asleep, and I was like, I don't know what to do. It didn't sound like I didn't hear screams or anything. I don't really know.
Okay. Intent. But notice that she didn't say anything more than she just saw someone.
We don't have to talk 100%.
So with your bed then, if the was at the right house, you have a parking lot out the door, and your bed is just to the right. And that's where you slept from by the time you finally got into your room around 4-ish or so. Actually, before that.
Really? 3-something.
Yeah. So you were in there sleeping. Okay. Dylan got to your room maybe somewhere around 4:20-ish, but Dylan was already home at that point. You knew that Maddie and Kaylin were home. Do you know when anyone else in the house got home?
I don't always have everything. Oh, I didn't hear them coming or anything.
Okay. And last time you saw Xana and Ethan was at the Cinema house. Okay. So, did you see anything weird at the party?
Just a little.
Okay. Well, then, this is how the way they're set up, where everyone hanging out primarily up in the main common room area, with most people hanging out in individual rooms and stuff like that.
It was a little bit of a mixture at first. It was like apartments, and then it was the main room.
Okay.
And then as I was leaving, I wanted to throw a backpack from our friend's room, and then we're sitting on the couch, like, listening to music.
Okay. And that was in the main room, or that was in
an apartment.
I mean, in the pioneer TV. Okay. Did you hear anything that happened to anybody?
Okay.
Was there anyone strange or odd hanging around the party?
Okay.
Do you know of anybody in your house that has an issue with anyone? Any ex-boyfriends? You can have that?
Probably our ex-boyfriends were really nice. They still like good friends.
Wait. Have you ever had any of the bits complain about anyone stalking you?
It's been once though, Kaylee said when everyone was like gone, we were at the sorority house from being, and it was like Kaylee she was taking Murphy out. This was a wild one, and she said she swears she saw someone staring at her while she was.
You from that environmental level?
You'd be right. A month. She could see like a bad silhouette, but staring at her.
You think it was about a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
Did Kane have any issues with anyone?
I've been.
Okay. None of them have made any comments or statements. Anyone trying to come on to them or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you said that all ex-boyfriends of that, they're all they're very nice and stuff like that. Hardly any of them had any recent breakups?
One, but...
I said, a few little bit out. Yeah. What else can you give me a little information on that?
I mean, it's nice. She went fine.
Okay.
Sour Street.
On two?
On Eastland, I think.
Two.
And he and Kaylee share Murphy.
Okay.
And they dated for 7 years.
And that's in Kaylee?
And then... For something like that.
And they did it for 7 years?
Something like that.
Since high school.
And she had like some very close to him.
Okay. And they shared Murphy?
Mm-hmm. Frankie.
Okay. How long did they break out?
Literally like 12 months. But they're still on really good terms.
Do you know why they broke up?
She's with her move, like Texas.
Where's came from?
Cornwall.
Okay. Where is
Cornwall.
Okay. And you said that they're still on good terms and no concrete examples?
Yeah.
Okay. Has Kaylee been seeing anyone else lately?
When the not really, I know.
Okay. Do you know when she was going to move to Tennessee?
Apparently she wasn't going anymore. I don't know.
Do you know what changed your mind?
Well, I think she wanted to stay here with all of us.
Okay. Is there anything else you think is important for me to know? And you might remember things later. That's very normal, okay? If you think to remember anything else, please reach back out to us. And then bring me back in and we'll get that information, okay? Quickly from the time you go, okay? And you don't remember Kaylee's last name?
It's all this.
Gonzalez?
Yeah, I think all this.
Look at your cell phone.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, what's it? Sorry.
You read it again?
Okay. Okay. Alright, I very much thank you for sitting down with me, okay? You're going to get out of the room, saying to your friends, alright? You sure there's nothing else?
Anybody that is trying to point fingers at these girls after seeing that, you should be thoroughly ashamed.
Yep.
Can somebody fill me in a little bit on that? Because we had quite a few comments about some of the nasty stuff that's apparently going on with these two girls. What are people saying? Why are they saying it?
Because they're mentally ill. I don't know. I mean, there are groups of people that still are pro-burgers. There are still people out there that think he's innocent. And other than simply calling it what it is, there is a personality defect, a mental illness or personality disorder, or something is wrong with anyone who's thinking that way, because there's no healthy brain that would think that. None. That's what it is. You're sick. There's something seriously wrong with you if you think that those two girls had anything to do with this murder. Now, I'm not against, at the very beginning, looking at all options, questioning everything, try to figure it out. Sure, of course, you need to do that. But we're almost 3 years past the point of when that was done. We've established what reality is. And if you can't get along with reality because you don't like reality and you'd like to live in this little delusional world out there, you have no place in the world with the rest of us. I'm sorry. If the people that are out there that still harass these people, it's sick.
Well, and the other thing is Brian Kohberger pleaded guilty. So
exactly.
He stepped up and said, I did this.
No matter what, you can't change some people's points of view or wherever cognitive distortions that they're operating under, because they think that this sounds crazy, that someone would say this, that, oh, it's, you're covering. Yeah.
I'm sitting there listening to that going, I don't know how I would I don't think I could give them any information about phone numbers or
Sure.
I would be a nervous wreck. I
would be just, ugh.
Yeah, I could not answer a question in a situation like that. I'd shut down.
Yeah,
I just would.
It's these girls went through absolute hell, and the hell. It's the same monsters that went after the people that like the Sandy Hook families and stuff like that. It's the same distorted, fucked up thinking from these people that really, if they went on a cruise and the boat sunk, I would be happy. It's like, oh, the Alex Jones cruise that takes all the Sandy Hook folks that believe this shit is fake and that those are fake actors, and the boat sinks and everyone goes away. Well, you know what? That's natural selection working in one big boat sinking. I would praise that if that happened.
These girls didn't ask for this to happen to them.
No, you're a blight on society.
In a situation, they weren't in a dark alley wearing, provocative clothing. It wasn't, they didn't ask. And I'm not saying that a woman wearing that, I'm being sarcastic here, but none of this was due to anything that they did other than existing. So to point blame at them in any fashion is just fucking ridiculous.
I don't get where people just can't accept facts sometimes. And that's really what it comes down to here. There's no reason to think that it wouldn't be anyone other than Brian Kohberger. There's no logical reasons other than a very broken brain that's connecting dots in places where they don't go. And sometimes people's brains just don't connect those dots. And if you're one of those people hearing that and you're thinking Kohberger is innocent and that these girls had something to do with it, seek help. Seek help. Because it's not going to end well for you if this is the line of thinking that you're operating under. There's something seriously wrong with you. I don't way to say that. Yeah, I mean, just the sheer raw emotion. I don't really have anything to add to it. I have nothing. I mean, what do you say? She's trying to get out everything that occurred, the hell that they went through that night, and try to explain the reasoning for their fear. And look, these kids grew up in a very different time than the rest of us. The ways that many other generations respond to trauma, respond to reaching out to authorities is very different than what we've had. That's the only way I can try and describe it, because at first I had difficulty wondering, why didn't they call 911? What's going on? Like, why was that? And not that they were like hiding something, but like, what is the process going on here that would not be the first choice? And once you really dig into it and understand that way of thinking, and you understand that generation, and you understand how they have been brought up and how they respond to things, it makes sense. It just does. It's a very different response that they have to things than we do. Not because they don't want to get help, but because they weren't brought up in the same way, where we have a phone on the wall, we call 911 if something happens. It's more community oriented in a lot of ways. But there's a lot of ways to look at that. And if you want to take 5 minutes of your life and dig into that, you can. But it does add up. And clearly, yeah. If you think she's a murderer, you're insane.
That was especially the last one, a lot to process.
Oh my God.
A lot to process.
Yeah. I was on the fence about, that one's been out for a little while, but, and I was on the fence about playing it, and I'm like, well, you know what? I've been seeing too many idiots out there on this. So I thought, let's talk. Let's bring that one out there. So there you go. That's the latest. We got to see Kohberger shopping today, and
dancing to Rick Astley.
Rick Astley. If you need a little pick me up, just go back about an hour in the show. Your weekend's going to be magic. Magic 104.
I marked it. It was at like minute 37, I think.
Did you mark it?
Well, kind of. I wrote it down, actually.
It's around funny. There. There you go. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode of the program. Be sure to press subscribe wherever you're downloading podcasts. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section on all of the cases that we're covering for you right here at the Hidden Killers Podcast and True Crime Today. You can do that on our YouTube channel. Just search Hidden Killers with Tony Bruschi, and you will find us right there. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. For Todd and Stacy, I'm Tony Bruschi. We'll talk again real soon.
Want more on this case and others? Then press subscribe now and don't miss a moment of true crime coverage from Tony Bruschi and the Hidden Killers Podcast.